pitch here in the Bronx. It's Pirates baseball. Next on the show. About set for baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Central leading Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Yankees. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here for what promises to be a good one. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's focus first on the two starters that get the ball here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, PK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates. As manager Clint Hurdle has his squad lined up like this. They'll match up against, without question, the top prize among free agent pitchers this past offseason, the Japanese import right-hander Masahiro Tanaka. Starling Marte will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound, and with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees' defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Josh Harrison will be the batter. And this is going to be a foul ball. Swing and a liner toward right center. Base hit. Starting lineup for the Yankees, as presented by Joe Girardi, will look like this. Lineup will have to contend with no easy assignment indeed. The man with the electric slider, left-hander Francisco Liriano. And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first. Towards the hole, and this gets on through into right, and he's aboard with the leadoff single.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Derek Jeter is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. And the 0-1 is lifted in the air out to right. Harrison will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Pedro Alvarez will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a ground ball here just to the left of second. And way too much on the throw as it's over the head of Teixeira. And he is in there.
Well, don't know quite what happened on this one. Here it is again. I mean, this just hits him right on the heel of the glove.
Brian McCann will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Hit hard to the right, but foul. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Alfonso Soriano will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games.
He's swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw to first will take care of him. Score at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in steps the dangerous Ichiro. Ball, and it's still 0-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Steve, Eric, and I are back at Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Gabby Sanchez is ready to go here as we begin the third.
For the Pirates, designated hitter, Gabby Sanchez.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. Oh, a tough play. Close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Well, you know, this is where it pays to be light on your feet down there at third base. You see how he starts low, so it's basically just a step and a dive along the ground. He's able to flag this one down, collect himself, and then make a good, strong throw to first to get his man.
1 gone now for the shortstop, Jordy Mercer. Here's the first pitch to him. Bouncing ball to the left side, and it's going to find a hole over there into left for a 1-out hit. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Looks like Liriano's got it working now. Still nothing. Pedro Alvarez will come in now with 2 away, and I've got to say,
Wet out there.
now a ball lined toward right center, and Alvarez has got a base hit. Brian McCann will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. He's taken for a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in is the dangerous Alfonso Soriano. Is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 4.
Runner take the base.
Ichiro Suzuki will stride in again. Struck out swinging his first time. We're inside to even the count at 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now at 2-2. here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first. And that's a pitch you know you're going to have to brace yourself against when you're facing this guy. He's got one of the best in the business, and he put it to good use.
One away.
You take a look there at the line from our starter. I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Starling Marte will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And this one is a home run. It's a solo shot for Starling Marte. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
The catch for the out.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. Nothing in 1.
Strike.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking, quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after him.
And an easy play out there as this is taken for the 2nd out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he's sitting in 2nd place in the National League in that department. Derek Jeter will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Here's a line drive, and the Yankees' all-time hit leader has himself another, a base hit. The throw into 2nd, and he's able to hustle his way up to 2nd as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
This is a good sign that he might be ready to break out of this slump. I can almost guarantee
1. Mark Teixeira would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And that misses, ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out.
for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Fouled back. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And oh man, that caught him pretty good there as it ricochets toward the third baseline. And no chance to get the recovery play at first, and now we'll hold our breath to see if he's okay.
And this one will go down as an infield single, and a pretty painful one at that. It looks like he's all right out there, but things are getting worse for him now as this thing's going to load the bases.
Brian McCann will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded. And they 1 and 2. Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. Marte is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Pedro Alvarez will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter.
Oh, and this is swung on and hit in the air down the right field line. Did he get all of it? He did. A home run. Pedro Alvarez has just clubbed a milestone home run. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, it's obviously not easy hitting home runs, Matt. That's why the best power guys are so popular. I suspect this one feels a little extra special, but I'm sure he'll keep things in perspective. He's not a threat to any record just yet.
Ike Davis will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Now a fastball driven the other way out to deep left field. A leap by Ichiro, but that one is gone. A home run. It's Ike Davis here with the solo home run. Number 10 for him on the year. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
Wow, they've definitely gotten after it here to start this inning. That's back-to-back home runs now to the first 2 hitters. On the mound, he's got to be saying, you got to be kidding me.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Preston Claiborne will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7. Neil Walker will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
Neil Walker.
First pitch on the way. Route number 1. So a good pitch there to get the out, and with that we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team ERA, and we'll find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Number 63 will come in and pitch now.
Number 63.
Couldn't ask for more than a 1-pitch out to begin the 8th. It's been a low-scoring affair. 3-0 our score as we show you the numbers for our 2 starters to this point in the contest. Brendan Ryan will step forward to start things off for the Yankees with him out of the way.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
In there, a base hit. Carlos Beltran will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only.
And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to 3rd. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at 1st. Mark Teixeira will stand in with a showdown looming. Oh, with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Line drive. Base hit left field. Now a long throw home. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now.
Well, this is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to get the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Brett Gardner will come on now and pinch run here. Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for Francisco Liriano. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Jason Grilli will come on now in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of 3.
Jason Grilli.
Within reach. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. 9th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 3 and the Yankees 1. Brett Gardner will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 11. Brett.
Francisco Cervelli is also into the ballgame as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Andrew McCutchen will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole.
So important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th. Alfonso Soriano will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Ichiro Suzuki will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run. This is back into the seats. Now this ball is popped up behind the plate for Martin. And Martin will stay with this one for the first out.
That's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Kelly Johnson will stand in. He flew out his last time up. 2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Brendan Ryan will stand in as their last chance now. All the way. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, I think this guy got pressed into duty in the 8th inning, but he gets the job done, and he goes out to earn himself a 4-out save.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, victory wouldn't have been possible for the Pirates here without the start turned in by this man, Francisco Liriano. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the